One of the final steps in activating your iPad is to set up Find My iPad. Find My iPad will allow you to locate, lock, or erase your iPad and prevents it from being erased or reactivated without your Apple ID and password. In the event that your iPad is ever missing, lost, stolen, you can sign into iCloud and use Find My iPad to locate or lock your device. So what I'm going to do here is show you how you use that iCloud service. I am at iCloud.com and I'm simply going to log in with my Apple ID and password. Once I'm signed in, I'm at the home screen here. If I'm backing up my device, any of those backups would show up here. Pages, Numbers, and Keynote, if I had those apps installed on my iPad, those backups would show there. And in beta format, I could click on Pages and go into a Pages document and continue to update it from an internet-connected computer. Find My iPhone is going to allow me to locate my device. So I'm going to click on Find My iPhone. This is going to bring up a map with, you can see that there are multiple green dots here because this is showing all devices. And I have my iPad and my iPhone and they're right next to each other, but I'm going to focus only on my iPad right now. I can switch the view from standard to satellite. And if I click on hybrid, it's going to combine the two. So I can see satellite imagery with street names and some primary locations that are nearby. Because we use Wi-Fi only devices, it is going to be reporting the location of the nearest wireless access point that you are connecting to, and it's going to show that my device is within the proximity of this access point, which in looking at the map is very accurate according to my current location within the building at 1930 Como. Now, if my device is just misplaced somewhere in my room, or I'm not sure if it's in my bag or where it may be, I can click Play a Sound on this iPad. And because I have my iPad next to me, this is what it sounds like. And a little pop-up will come up if my device is locked, as mine was. I needed to enter my passcode and then it stopped playing that sound. Otherwise, if it's not locked, there's a little pop-up that says Find My iPad alert, and you just tap OK and the sound will stop. Then the next option here is Lost Mode. And Lost Mode is going to allow me to send a message to the device, lock it. If I don't already have a passcode set on it, I can go in and set a passcode on it. And I can also then track its location and receive email updates every time that device changes location. The other option here is Erase iPad, and this should be used only as a last resort. Erase iPad will erase all apps, data, files, everything that is on the device, and it resets it to factory settings. Now, new with iOS 7 is something called Activation Lock. In the past, if you erased your iPad and somebody else found it, they could then activate it for themselves, or they could sell it. With Activation Lock, the only way that device can be reactivated is if the person has your Apple ID and password. So this is why it's really important that you keep your Apple ID and password secure and don't share your password with anybody. Don't have it taped somewhere to the back of the device. You want to keep that secure. So in the event you ever have to erase the iPad, Activation Lock will remain in effect. I'm going to place it into Lost Mode so you can see what happens. I can enter a phone number. This is optional, but it would allow somebody to contact me if they find my iPad. I'm going to click Next. I can put a message on here, and Because I already have a passcode on here, it's going to be locked using its existing passcode. If I did not have a passcode, at this time I would be prompted to create and enter a passcode. And it's important that if you have to create one, that you remember that passcode. Otherwise, you won't be able to get back into your device once it's returned. And I'm going to click Done. So you'll notice now my iPad is showing up in lost mode, and it shows a message on there, and it just says lost iPad, this iPad has been lost, please call me, thanks. And then it says call, and it has my contact phone number. And so if somebody were to find my device, they would see that message and hopefully they would call. As I said, you can get email updates if that box is checked. Anytime my device changes location, it's going to report it, as long as my device still has some battery life and as long as it is connected to a Wi-Fi network. So if somebody took my device and went to a local coffee shop and it connected to the Wi-Fi network there, I would receive an email update that shows that location of my device, so I could see it moving to different locations. I'm going to stop lost mode because I've located my device. So I get this warning: the phone number and message will be removed, all location history will be deleted, but my iPad will still be locked. I'm going to click Stop Lost Mode. And my device is reported in again, lost mode has been removed, and now on my device I just simply enter my passcode to get back into it. So keep in mind, if your device is lost or stolen, please use lost mode. Use Erase iPad only as a last resort. And make sure that you include some contact information if you do in fact place your device into lost mode.